Tonight we're back in the 2024 Jaguar F-Type. This is the R75 all-wheel drive convertible. It makes 575 horsepower, 518 pound-feet of torque. We have an 8-speed automatic transmission. We spent a lot of time in these F-Types and they are just fantastic. They're so much fun to drive. This is the last year of the F-Type and this is kind of Jaguar's swan song. 75th year of them making sports cars. This is the R75 edition, and this is painted in Giola green, which is an absolutely stunning color on this car. The paint quality here is unbelievable. It is completely smooth. No orange peel, nothing. It is just amazing quality paint from Jaguar. Looks really sharp. I also realized we filmed all these videos on F-Types over the years, but we've never done a night drive, and this being kind of the ultimate villain car, I think it's fitting that we send this off in the dark. So, probably one of the last F-Types we'll drive until I probably buy one someday, because these are just amazing, amazing convertibles to live with. They make all the right sounds, they're tuned incredibly well, they're comfortable, they're livable, but the performance here is absolutely mad. A few updates and changes and upgrades to this 2024 model year. They've revised some suspension knuckles and bits. They've softened some things so that it rides a little bit better, handles a little bit better. We have new Pirelli P0 summer performance tires, 265s in the front and 305s in the rear. Look at these exhaust tips, just wonderful. I like how they angle up and out. And they are true quad exhaust tips, no fakery there. A little bit of trunk space for a very short weekend trip in this Jag or a quick trip to the grocery store. The real hero of this car though is this 5-liter supercharged V8. It's a monster. Sounds just so good. One of the best sounding engines in 2024. Jaguar is sticking, or it has stuck with the V8 for the F-Type. Next year, this will be gone, and we will have electrification being introduced into the lineup. So no more V8s, which is a real shame. Beautiful front end. Beautiful design with this F-Type. I think Jaguar really kind of figured out the way this car is supposed to look. It's got great proportions. It's a sharp car. All right, let's get it out on the road and see how it drives. We have a couple different drive modes. There's normal, ice and snow, and then dynamic mode. We do have some ambient lighting that we can configure. Dynamic mode is active, so that turns our ambient lighting red. In normal mode, we can choose between a number of different colors, like in this right here. And ice and snow doesn't really change a whole lot. We'll start off in normal mode. Pretty standard infotainment, seems to be responsive enough. Carplay connects nicely. We have a wired connection today. You have a mode for the exhaust. It's still pretty loud in both modes. A button to raise and lower the rear spoiler, parking brake, shifter, paddle shifters behind the wheel, seat controls over here. Everything is laid out beautifully in this cabin. Again, we've gone over the F-Type at length in multiple other videos, so we'll kind of spare you guys a detailed walk around in this video, and we'll just go drive. It just snarls away. Front end is so sharp on this car. It really loves to dart into a corner. I like some of the handling upgrades they've made to this 2024 F-Type. It's not as twitchy. It's a little bit more stable and controlled on the highway. Top down, not getting a lot of buffeting. We've got a nice big windscreen behind us, blocking most of that air coming into the cabin. Very comfortable convertible to drive at speed. We have a heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats with one of the loudest vent fans I've felt. So cool being able to experience this V8 with the top down. Does have a Meridian sound system. It's not that impressive, honestly. I like Meridian sound systems in cars and Jags and in some other applications, but this just doesn't quite do it for me, unfortunately. You've got a screensaver that you can set to come on after certain intervals, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, or just turn it off. That's kind of neat. Just tap the screen to bring it back. Headlight performance is pretty good, especially with the brights on. and when you want it to, it all settles down into a very mild, comfortable, and luxurious GT convertible. We did a road trip around Michigan in one of these and a lot of other convertibles, and actually got some pretty impressive fuel economy numbers. This is rated for 16 in the city, I believe 24 on the highway, but we were averaging mid to high 20s when just steady state cruising, which was pretty impressive. Put the top up real quick. This doesn't take that long. And we're up. Nice. Quick enough that you can do it during a traffic light. I like that you can turn the exhaust into a quiet mode. Steering is super fast in this F-Type. Don't have the best turning radius here. Let's get a view of this. Walk you around it real quick with the cloth top up. There is a lot to like about this F-Type. I will miss it. We've gotten so many press cars from Jag the last year or so. It's been cool to spend so much time in them. They've been making this F-Type for quite a while. You can still get these at very reasonable prices, used and brand new. This is a little bit pricey, but I still think it's worth it. It starts at 115 grand for this R75 top trim, all-wheel drive convertible. The convertibles are about $2,000 more than their coupe counterparts, and maybe the coupe handles a little bit better. It's a bit more sorted, but honestly, the way to go is this convertible because the top-down driving experience just makes it all that much more special. It's comfortable, it's luxurious, it's well-appointed. This is a very nice sports car cabin. It's driver-focused, but still has enough tech and creature comforts that you could want. Heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. It features like exhaust mode button. The interior materials, the quality, the build, the fit, the finish, everything here is really well made. This extended leather package is really nice too. I love little things like how when you turn on the climate control, these center vents rise up out of the dash. Just so cool. And I've heard these Jags are pretty solid reliability-wise too. I haven't heard of many issues with them. Interior lighting is just a touch up here at the top. That's pretty cool. I like this perforated leather on the steering wheel. Keeps your hands from getting a little bit too soggy. Let's go drive a little bit more. some pretty spicy burbles on the overrun. It's kind of hard to get right. This exhaust is way more mild-mannered than when the F-Type first came out, and it was just pops and bangs and burbles all the time. It still has a sense of occasion, but it's not as obnoxious. The sweet spot seems to be about 3,800 RPM. There it is. Love how the exhaust barks on upshifts. Weak point I've found dynamically with these F-Types, just the braking system feels a little bit underpowered. We've run into brake fade on these cars on occasion on a back road. Not sure they'd last that long on track. Could use a little bit more bite, a little bit better cooling, but ultimately for street use, it's fine. It's just, I could use a bit of a braking system upgrade on these for the amount of power and traction they put down with the all-wheel drive system. The chassis tuning is just top-notch. The handling here is amazing. It takes a bit to get used to the super fast ratio of the steering rack, but again, it's exciting, it's fun. If I had to own a luxury convertible, this would be at the top of my list. I've considered getting one of these someday. I think it'd be just the perfect runabout, perfect weekend fun car. Both my wife and I could drive it, enjoy it. They're reasonably priced. Used examples out there. You can get lower trims, V8s, V6s for a little bit less money too. And this is your last chance to do it. Alright guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for this video. We'll throw some B-roll in at the end here. I want to show you what this Giola green looks like in the daylight, because it is just a stunning color.